Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Played an EIK WM France Deck G456 game with awlego, maruskaK, and DoeAcademy. Let's take a look at this. I think Diligent Farmer is pretty solid, although I don't know if I would first pick it here. The ability to build a free stone room is excellent, but of course it diminishes the value of like family growth even without room. Like Peasant's like a pretty solid card. Treasure Hunter's a pretty solid card. I think what we'll do is we'll take Diligent Farmer, and then if Resource Gatherer comes back, we have a pretty good incentive for like a 3-room house. Go to stone, and then building a 4th room with Resource Gatherer is the plan. So sorry I didn't end up streaming yesterday. Sorry about that, but I did. If you want to follow updates, I'll try to post them generally in the Discord. I ended up having to work yesterday, basically, was the issue. And so then today I got off early, so I figured I'd try to get a game. Well, we've got Cowboy and Mother here, which is very interesting to me. And then we've also got Benefactor. So Benefactor works with Diligent Farmer in that, you know, that's one of our 4-point categories right there. And then we've got Sailboat Constructor, we've got Cowboy and Mother. So Cowboy and Mother, again, Cowboy and Mother is a card that helps me hit the Diligent Farmer benefits. But what I'll do is I'll take Benefactor here, and then maybe Cowboy and Mother will come back. And I don't have to go all in on it, but I could use it to get a pair of cattle and then grow after that, for example. Otherwise, Sailboat Constructor coming back would be pretty good. I'd be happy with either of those. Well, if I can hit Benefactor before the end of round 7, then Master Renovator would be pretty excellent. Now, because it'll get me up to my stone house without having to use any moves. What is required for that to happen? I have to take animals. I have to play Benefactor and Master Renovator. I have to have enough food. It would be a good amount of work, but I think it's probably worth speculating on. Polymorph Master doesn't really work with Diligent Farmer because I'd rather use my wood for fenced stables rather than play a card and get a bunch of sheep, I think. Like, it's easier for me to pay 8 wood to hit 4 fenced stables rather than do something else. These other cards are okay, but not spectacular. So I think Master Renovator is pretty interesting. I think Wealthy Man is pretty interesting as well, but I think he doesn't work with the Master Renovator Benefactor plan I'm thinking of going for. Although Pioneer is kind of interesting since we did just pass Outrider, so Pioneer plus Outrider is certainly a combo. I think I don't need Brushwood Collector. Master Renovator can save me 2 read right there, and then I don't need read otherwise. I think we can take Pioneer here. So what I'm really looking for is I'm looking for wood grabs. How many times do I need to take 3 wood 4 times. I need to have Benefactor in play. I need to get my fencing done. I need to have Master Renovator in play. It's a good amount of actions. It's not insignificant. We'll take Resource Gatherer here. Resource Gatherer is kind of the payoff for playing Master Renovator. And it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Hopefully we get a miner that works with Stonehouse as well. Something like Candy Room, and then going for the Basket Maker's Workshop would be okay. I think Resource Gatherer is acceptable. I mean, 2 wood per round, that's enough to build a stable every round. So I collect 8 wood and then, 4 fence stables, that kind of thing. Or I get clay and then start using it. Or I could build I guess I could build a stone room. If I think Benefactor gets me 1 room, Diligent Farmer gets me 1, Resource Gatherer gets me 1, something along those lines. It'd be difficult to pull off Diligent Farmer and building a manual stone room, but we'll see what the miners are. If we got like Stonehouse Extension or something, that would be really excellent. Okay, this card is actually amazing. Cowboy and Mother is great because it solves our feeding for round 7. Plus, it gets us the sheep. It gets us the pairs of animals we want for Benefactor since we're fencing early. Yeah, this looks good. So I don't know if we'll Master Renovator. We maybe won't. Maybe we just focus on Cowboy and Mother, but So Green Grocer helps us with our Diligent Farmer, whereas Braidmaker is a good backup use for Resource Gatherer. I'll go Braidmaker here. Okay, this is kind of a weird pick. I could speculate on Punter here. Nah. Magnet's okay. I think Bonus Room is kind of difficult to make work, although if there's any game that makes it work, it's certainly the one that I'm setting up. 2 animals at a pasture will be easy, and it's going to be the planted field that's difficult. I think what I'll do is I'll take Runestone here. I could do Trees for the Citizens, but I think Runestone is enough better than Trees for the Citizens that this works. Breeding Phase might help me max out categories for Diligent Farmer as well. Whoa, there's Heavy Plow. Okay, so here we go. Here's where the game is starting to come together. Cowboy and Mother can get me a pair of cattle. It just requires that I don't actually grow until the start of round 10. So Benefactor can help me grow in round 10. I could be in a stone house by that point, and then I play Heavy Plow, and Heavy Plow helps me cover all my fields really easy. Heavy Plow is one of those cards in this game that don't limit your scaling. Those are the cards that can be really, really exceptional. Executive Boar is kind of interesting because I could theoretically use it to get my family growth action. Since I get the boar pretty easily with Cowboy and Mother. But Moor Pond is quite good. So I kind of like the idea of just taking Moor Pond here. It's like a pretty solid. You use a random action to take a grain, and then you get decent grain farm. Yeah. I think Executive Boar is interesting, but not more interesting than going for Cowboy Mother Heavy Plow. Yeah. So I was saying, most cards in this game like cap the how much they can scale. Heavy Plow is one of those few cards that does not. So you can use it, Heavy Plow, to get one extra field with one action and 2 extra fields with another. You know, and the fact that it's kind of flexible like that, it can be really nuts. Whoa! I did say Candy Room, didn't I? Candy Room is a payoff card. Not going to take Engineering. Although there is Wealthy Man out there, so whoever took Wealthy Man will be happy to get Engineering back. Not going to take Manger. For me, it's Candy Room or Lettuce Patch. So Candy Room, whenever you receive food from an action space, you get a bonus point. So basically, whenever I Reedstone food, I get a bonus point, because I won't want to do the other actions all that much. So Reedstone food certainly is appealing for Braidmaker. It's appealing for Runestone. It's appealing for building a stone room. I don't know if I'll have time to do a lot of Reedstone food actions, though. And Lettuce Patch is quite solid. But you know what? We're going to try Candy Room here, since I named it before. So bonus room, I've got more pond. That's my way to bonus room grow. So my 5 growths could potentially be lined up: Benefactor, bonus room, and Diligent Farmer. Resource Gatherer gets those resources fairly easily. The other thing is, I'm not that interested in any of these other cards. Like, I don't want to play Tavern, because I have Runestone, I have Braidmaker. That's enough use for my stone. And I don't want to play Encircling Wall. I don't want to play Open Fields. I don't want to play Pet Door. Bonus Room, I might not play it, but I have the option. Eel Farm. Whenever you use the fishing action space, place a clay to mark a tile. Okay, so let's say I fence tightly. Let's say I do 2 rooms, 1 Diligent Farmer, 1 Benefactor, and then I cover 5. Then Eel Farm could cover the other 2 spaces. So it's not great, but with Candy Room there's a little bit of a combo, and it might be worth, like, it might be a clay for 2 points maybe. Feed Pellets is bad, Gypsy's Crock is bad, Steamer is bad. Well, Gypsy's Crock is fine, but it's just not what I need in this game. See if we can make this work. And then we got Rotterdam Plow, which I don't want. Cooking Corner. Cooking Corner is fine. The big advantage of Cooking Corner is eating the vegetables. And of course the 2 points. I don't know if I'm going to get a hearth for sure. I probably want one. I probably want a hearth, but I don't know if I'll make one early enough to get Cooking Corner. I kind of like Executive Boar here. Executive Boar, vegetable and 3 food. Vegetable and 3 food sets up my more pond, and it also helps me feed without actually having a cooking hearth. So we are in the absolute best place to start, and we're going to go ahead and start with the 3 wood action very happily. And DoeAcademy is going to see that 3 wood action and say, well, William took Benefactor. But he probably could have guessed that I took Benefactor anyways. It's not like a real shocker. So I don't know if I'll play Pioneer. I don't know if I'll play Braidmaker, but I'll probably play Benefactor. I'm planning to play Benefactor, Master Renovator, Resource Gatherer, Cowboy Mother. Planning to play Runestone, Heavy Plow, Moor Pond. The others are going to be more situational. Ooh, Reeve. Okay, so I'm guessing awlego took graduate. So it would be nice if I could play 7 occupations. I mean, my occupations are pretty good. If I can play all 7 of them, that's going to be fairly solid. Whoa, maruskaK 2 wood. So okay, maruskaK definitely took the early reno, I'm guessing. Maruska's got wealthy man in hand and probably took the renovate to a clay house card. I think that's pretty clear. DoeAcademy takes 2 clay ahead of renovating. So I'll go ahead and play Pioneer here. Pioneer likes to take 1 sheep to play because I will need 1 sheep for my benefactor. DoeAcademy says, not a bad start for me. Yeah, 3 wood into occupation. Well, anytime you get expensive occupation back, you're happy. And then awlego is playing start player steamer. Alright. And then maruskaK day labors. Okay, so we'll do 3 wood. Although maruskaK might 3 wood first action here. Although maybe we'll take 2 reed. Yeah, okay. So we'll 3 wood into sheep if that's available to us. And on sheep we'll take a food and a wood. We're going to take wood as often as we can with until we get enough. Okay, 2 wood is less interesting. I could play Braidmaker here. Braidmaker does help me get through the first harvest, although I think I'd probably rather not braidmake if I can avoid it. Thing is, occupation seems quite open, so if occupation is this open, we should go ahead and take advantage of it. You know what, I'm just going to play Cowboy and Mother here. Get it out of the way. It's a very early Cowboy and Mother, but I get the food back in round 4. It looks like Cowboy and Mother is going to be like 3 food and 2 cattle as an action. That's the way I'm looking at it. I think I'm hoping to see family growth come late. A card like Executive Boar helps me get around the lateness of a potential family growth. Maruska's got Barn here. Yeah, Maruska's 100% playing Wealthy Man. And you know what? I know he likes the card. I've definitely played with him where he's used it. So best case scenario, I can get to 12 wood and fence. Or if I can get to 11 wood even and trigger Pioneer on fencing again, that would be the best case scenario. But there's no way. I would have to get 2 wood and then 3 wood and then fence. And that seems unlikely to happen because maruskaK wants wood as well. And DoeAcademy wants wood. But yeah, if I can pull off Pioneer giving me the 12th wood, that would just be, oof, that would be really great. Because then my round 5 can be setting up, about setting up my, whoa, Rent Keeper, okay. Not what we expected. So no Wealthy Man yet. DoeAcademy is the only person eligible for it still. Rent Keeper is a very good card. I would have liked Rent Keeper. And then DoeAcademy is going to start player Twivel and Twivel. Okay. So if DoeAcademy passes me 4 wood, I would get 4 wood. But we should not count on that happening, because I'm pretty sure if 4 wood's available, DoeAcademy will take it themselves. So we're going to take 2 wood here, and then we'll hope to get 3 wood next round. And if we don't get 3 wood, we'll get 2 wood again, and then we'll fence 12. And then we get an extra food from Pioneer and a food from Cowboy and Mother, so we feed 4. And that would be just lovely. And then stage 2 could be about setting up our Master Renovator. And getting our feeding set up. Brushwood Collector for awlego. Sure. Well, we ended up getting 3 wood, which is not what I expected to happen, but I wonder if DoeAcademy I have to think would not have passed 4 wood. That's my assumption. awlego going for traveling players. I don't mind. Welcome to do so. I think I should probably take Reed here. I think I should probably take Reed because I bet I will play Braidmaker in stage 2. I think in stage 2 I'm going to play Benefactor, Master Renovator, and Braidmaker. I think I will. Yeah. MaruskaK plays Good Friend. I like Good Friend. Nice card. Oh, also MaruskaK did not build a room last round. Normally with Rent Keeper I'm really pushing to build a room, but he did not do that. So we're not going to take... We're going to take FR. And then we get plus food from Cowboy and Mother, feed 4. And if you could not have already predicted that I have Benefactor, well, this is kind of screaming that I have Benefactor, I think. That's okay. It is a little difficult for me to play an occupation in round 5 because I don't have any food. So I think we'd like to take... If 5 clay comes around, we should take 5 clay because it pays for fireplace and renovation. Or no, it doesn't pay for fireplace and renovation. It only pays for one of them because I probably want to pay 3 clay for Master Renovator. Ooh, Family Growth came round 5. That's kind of scary. DoeAcademy begs 4. Probably should have announced that before round 5 Family Growth was revealed, but that's fine. That's one of those ones where if Family Growth is round 5, it might make a difference in your decisions, but it's not a problem. I wonder if there's a chance MaruskaK leaves Family Growth fallow. I would imagine no, but... DoeAcademy takes the clay, so the clay is not an option for me anymore. I could take the 3 sheep, but the 3 sheep are not really... The 3 sheep are not really worth anything to me unless I can eat them. And I'm a ways away from being able to eat them. So I think Reedstone food into occupation here. Oh no. Oh, awlego's not actually announcing an occupation, just announcing how they fed. Sure. awlego building 2 rooms here. Here's a question. Do I give up on Master Renovator and try to get Trigger Pioneer on Master Renovator? The Master Renovator makes up for the resource on its own, so the only thing I really gain is I give up an action to gain 2 major improvement actions. And I don't, since I didn't get the clay there, maybe if I'd got the 5 clay, but since DoeAcademy took the clay, I think the answer is no. I should not be planning on doing that. So maruskaK could start player, trigger their Rent Keeper again, and then first action family growth, or even more than that, not even start player, let awlego grow ahead of them, and family growth later. Be kind of interesting. Ooh, maruskaK playing Well Builder. Interesting. So that stone from Good Friend is actually really awesome. So awlego is going to be able to grow ahead of maruskaK next round. But this means maruskaK gets the well on their family growth queue. So, and they get another proc of Rent Keeper. So I think I like taking 1 boar in stage 3 for my executive boar. That means that I don't have to get a boar from Cowboy and Mother round 10. It means I can just get cattle round 8, round 9. Yeah, and then maybe I can family growth in round 10, like on start player or something. Maybe grow twice in a row, ideally. Oh, maruskaK played Well Builder, of course, so that kind of stinks for me. Well, I guess I should take the 3 sheep and let them breed and such and get a food. They're talking about Tubble and Twibble. It's not per room built, it's per build rooms action, sort of. Wooden strongbox here, so pretty good incentive for awlego to build another room or 2, which they do fairly easily with axe. What kind of big house cards did I pass to awlego? I'm not sure. Nothing that helps with renovating, really. maruskaK building the well here. On start player, I assume. Yep. So I think this round my actions are 4 clay or occupation and then 4 clay. Occupation, play benefactor. And then master renovator can come in round 7. And if it doesn't come, I can major minor, which is okay. I guess I could 4 clay into major minor. Nope, DoeAcademy just took clay again. So that means if I want to reno twice with master renovator, I'm likely to need 2 clay and a reed, which I can afford to use. I can do that. So I'll go ahead and play benefactor here. But yeah, the fact that DoeAcademy is taking clay this aggressively is interesting. Very interesting to me. So I think I'll probably read Stone Food with my second action again. Yeah, awlego commenting on the beggared cards for DoeAcademy. Pretty clear he's got House, and he's going to play Wealthy Man, I assume. So, renovation, major pottery. Interesting. I mean, we assumed he was going to do something along those lines with 15 clay. Read Stone Food again. Plus F Cow Mom. So the question now is it worth delaying my family growth? I could start player. And get a growth in round 8. Or I can grow 2 rounds later and get my cattle earlier. I think the Master Renovator Resource Gatherer line is good. And I think because that line is good, it's worth playing into. I just need to make sure that I'm not going to starve if I do it, I guess, right? Because if I play Master Renovator here and second action take 2 clay, I get a food at the end of the round, but then, yeah, I beg 1. So I actually can't afford to play Master Renovator anymore. But what I could do... I could go for 4 wood here. I could 4 wood into Braidmaker. Or I could Braidmaker into Start Player Basket Maker's Workshop. I need food from somewhere. So I think Braidmaker is an okay place to get it. And then I don't know if 4 wood will come back or not. I guess DoeAcademy can take it. maruskaK can take it. awlego is going to start player. Start player food storehouse. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. So if DoeAcademy takes 4 wood, am I taking 3 wood? Oh, DoeAcademy left me 4 wood. Okay, excellent. I will absolutely take the 4 wood then. Feed 2 food and a reed. So now what I can do is I can take plus FR when I take vegetable or when I take boar whenever it comes out. Oh, my sheep breed as well. So I really do want to build a... why don't do my sheep hit 8? 6, 7, 8. So they hit 8 in round 14. So Diligent Farmer could be ready to go in round 14. That's pretty late though. Diligent Farmer is generally better if you can play it earlier. So it's vegetable here. Do I want to take a vegetable? I think probably not, because Executive Board gets me a vegetable. So I think we'll probably take clay. Although I don't really want 4 clay. 4 clay is not enough. And someone just played Trees for the Citizens manually. But yeah, to see someone build Trees for the Citizens without having played Joinery is unusual. Like, yes, every single one of those cards has a printed wood cost, but the big advantage of Trees for the Citizens is that it's free if you build the Joinery first. So playing this and then the Joinery is kind of annoying. Also, Maruska with Potter, or with Punter, that's a good one. Misses out on their first stable activation of Barn, though. I would kind of like to hit 6 clay rather than 4 clay, just because 6 clay is Reno plus 3 clay fireplace. DoeAcademy going to start player Almshouse. We knew it had to come out this stage to get rid of the 4 beggars. Thing is, if 6 clay and Reno next round does not let me take a boar. Four clay does let me play bonus room. But it doesn't let me play take 4 clay. And then we'll Reno Basket Maker's Workshop, I think. Yeah. Oh, I forgot it. I have to pay a sheep for my benefactor. So I actually don't even max sheep until the end of round 14. It would be really nice to be able to start player bonus room. So bonus room, I have the clay, I have the wood. The reed is questionable, but I could get the reed. Take 3 reed maybe. But no, I think I need to build the Basket Maker's Workshop here. Because my next round is definitely take boar. Maybe take reed, take boar. So first I'll expand my house and then go to clay. And then plus A. So yeah, the take boar gets me a food and a reed, and then I have a food and a reed to feed 4. And then I don't want to play Executive Boar in round 9. I can play it in round 10 though. Clay is very hot, yeah. That's DoeAcademy's doing for sure. Also maruskaK building a bunch more rooms with Rentkeeper, very good for them. DoeAcademy plays Magnet. This is a fantastic good friend game. Fantastic. Second move boar should be safe. So I think I take the reed with this move, and then I can take plus FS on boar, which will let me play runestone. Yes. Man, I got a lot of stuff to do. I need actions. So yeah, playing Executive Boar round 10 seems good. Executive Boar into what? I don't know. I also want to play Runestone. I also want to play Bonus Room. Yeah, Runestone, Bonus Room. I got lots of stuff to do here. maruskaK plays Harrow. Punter plus Harrow, good combo. Every time we use the Harrow, he gets a 2 food in a field. Yikes. Pretty good. Pretty good. So at this point, with Heavy Plow, we're looking at only doing 1 plow action, I think. That's pretty likely. Feed RF. Cattle breed. Sheep have nowhere to go. Sheep are capped. Really need that. Really needed a fireplace. Really did not need that 3 sheep action. Because that 3 sheep action is great if I'm breeding all game or if I'm eating them. But if they're just sitting here, it's meh. Yeah. maruska's going to have a huge game. Really huge game. I mean, rent keeper building 5 rooms, pretty good. Plus well. Plus barn. Just needs to get enough wood. And the thing is, getting enough wood to fence 12 and do 4 stables is really easy. Says complaining that I shredded his game. He's at a huge lead. His feeding's not great, but I mean the barn harrow punter combo is ridiculous. So we're encircling wall for DoeAcademy, and then DoeAcademy is going to start player grain bag. So what I'd really like to do is reno here. So the way I would reno is by taking stone. So I could take stone and then reno with my second action, and then on reno I would play executive boar. Or I could play... No, I couldn't play runestone here. It's too early. So yeah, I'd first action take stone plus FS. Yeah, I want to get stone for my runestone. I needed better stone grabs this game. My stone grabs have not been good. And then I can start player bonus room next round. So I'll executive board to grow here, and then start player bonus room next round. And then I would first action family growth for sure, even over whatever comes here, because maruskaK still wants to grow. So oh, bonus room has to wait until Moor Pond is in play. So Moor Pond, start player Moor Pond would be the move. So FG and a vegetable. I need to pay for my reno. So I need food. So I could take a cattle. Cattle has triggers pioneer. Or I could just read stone food. Getting stone for runestone is good. I definitely want to play Moor Pond. So I think I'm going to first action start player more pond. And then I can play bonus room later. Thing is, if I play bonus room, that's a full action. Yeah, it's probably worth it, but I don't know, it just feels bad. Feels bad playing bonus room when I could be doing stuff like playing runestone or heavy plow or whatever. Man, if I had a fireplace, this game would be going so much better. Yeah, I guess runestone is not worth so much when I don't have a fireplace. Like, I don't have a way to hold these animals. So yeah, playing heavy plow seems better. Because then I can figure out a way to feed in round 13 or build a bunch of stables. Interesting. Awlego going for the 6-room house here. Getting enough clay seems questionable. Because I want clay. I want clay to fireplace or cooking hearth. I want a lot of clay. Is playing Resource Gatherer worth it? Maybe. Resource Gatherer does get me reed. So it might just be a bunch of food. It might be wood. It's hard to say. Pretty good. It's gonna be a big wealthy man. Very, very big wealthy man. Go ahead and play my moor pond here. So yeah, very nice engineering. Freestone Reno is massive. Thing is, DoeAcademy needs a ton of wood. DoeAcademy is way behind on wood. Whereas maruskaK has less of a problem there because he fills his farm so easily with punter and harrow that he doesn't have to worry about fencing big spaces. And awlego just build up to 6 rooms, so yeah, wood is very tight the rest of the way. Should I reedstone food here? Or should I take 4 food traveling players? Is someone gonna major minor? I don't think so. I could, instead of reedstone food, take 2 clay here. I also could eat 2 reed. No, I can only eat 1 reed at most. So that means I need, so to get to 6, I have to leave a, yeah, because of bonus room, I have to leave a reed. So, reedstone food here. The stone does pay for runestone, although I'm not really sure that's going to be relevant. I don't know if I'm going to play runestone. I might play it for 1 card. Although runestone, the field phase might be relevant. The field phase might be relevant. Yeah, I would like to resource gatherer here. Yeah, so I guess if I first action family growth, runestone, second action clay, third action fireplace, then I can actually get to use the animals that I would breed from my runestone. Plus, it harvests the last vegetable. I don't know if I don't know if the vegetable harvest is going to be worth it. It would have been much better. Yeah, it would have been much better if I could have done something else, but I guess we could also think about what this action is. Like if this is plow sow, I do trigger pioneer on whatever this action is. So pioneer, you know, would also get me stone. I think I need the food. So I think I can go for the food here. Yeah, I think I like the idea of family growth, runestone, into clay, into fireplace. And then I really want start player round 13 to play heavy plow. And breed and breed. Yeah. The runestone is only really worth something if I get a sow action in round 13, like the vegetable. But the breed action is worth 5 food with a fireplace. So 2 stone for 5 food. I don't know. It's something. I'd really like to play my Diligent Farmer. My Diligent Farmer is worth a lot. It's 3 points plus that extra family member. Assuming I get on family growth, which is not guaranteed because awlego still has a growth to do. I guess maruskaK only has 1 more growth. Yeah, it was plow sow, so I feel pretty good about this family growth move. Oh, I should show my runestone. Man, I would have much rather built a fireplace in Basket Maker's Workshop. That would have been so much better. And the fact that I'm not getting Resource Gatherer out means I don't get Candy Room out, not getting Eel Farm out because I just don't have enough actions. There's some lost potential in this game for sure. Oh, I wonder if awlego will take a boar to start player executive boar. They should probably do that. Because then they could plow sow next round. Although they don't really want plow sow anymore. Wow, both the clay actions immediately get taken. Well, I guess that breeding phase is not doing anything for me anymore. I'll go ahead and start player heavy plow here. I could family growth even without room. It triggers my pioneer. Last action, I'll plow if I have the option. Man, resource gather just to get 4 clay would have been really good. It would have been really good. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to pull it off. This is going to be a big wealthy man for DoeAcademy. Big wealthy man. Actually, I've been listening to the Fiddler on the Roof soundtrack a lot recently. I really like Wealthy Man, of course, reference to the lead character. And the song he sings is Rich Man, If I Was a Rich Man. It's okay, DoeAcademy. You can pass me plow. It's no problem. I'm pretty sure if I don't do quite well in this game, the fact that I did not get a fireplace and was forced to Basket Maker's Workshop, yeah, that's gonna be pretty massive. Could take a grain for 2 points here. I can't even play Resource Gatherer. I would like to play Resource Gatherer, but I don't even have a food. I'd have to eat a raw grain, or I eat a raw vegetable, which I don't want to do. Go ahead and take a grain here. I think we're going to go down to 3 sheep so that I can hold max cattle. Oh, I only have to go down to 4 sheep to hold max cattle. What's worst is in a family game with no fireplace. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are pretty bad too. Yeah, with no when you have no improvements and you don't get a fireplace or an oven, yeah, that's pretty bad too. Seems like maruskaK and awlego don't care about plowing that much, so I think I can gamble. I could plow sow with this first move. It'd be a pretty great plow sow action, but I think we're going to be a little greedy and we're going to try to get plow and then sow later. I think if we get family growth, it triggers our pioneer. It gets us a food and a reed. Like, those are relevant resources, highly relevant resources. The game is quite hungry, although DoeAcademy just builds a stone oven. maruskaK probably reno cooking hearth. And then awlego does have a fireplace, or does have a cooking hearth. So I'm really the only one that's quite hungry, but I do convert 2 reed into 5 food. I get a food from Pioneer. That's 6 food, so I really only need to make up 3. But what's going to be difficult is round 14. And honestly, making up 3 is not trivial for me. It's not trivial. I almost could take plus F clay and then take 2 clay and then major minor fireplace. Because I'm going to throw away a bunch of sheep, which sucks. Oh, it sucks so much. Oh well. That's the way this game's gone, unfortunately. Round 5. Round 5, round 5 family growth was really bad for me. And then the fact that DoeAcademy took clay as aggressively as they did meant I didn't get my fireplace. Yeah. Fireplace would have been massive this game. I've let how many animals run at this point? DoeAcademy does build the stone oven here. Okay. So right at this moment, 2 clay fireplace or 3 clay fireplace is safe. Plus F clay. And then I 4 reed 2 clay fireplace. I think what we're seeing here is I should maybe still be at a wood house. I renovated up to stone with the intention of playing Resource Gatherer, but I never had the time. Never had the time to play it. If I was in a wood house, then I would have had the clay to play the cooking implement a long time ago. I guess I don't need to take reed if I build the fireplace, so I could start player, theoretically. DoeAcademy playing, start player horse. Beautiful. So that means I'm guaranteed to get a plow action. Probably DoeAcademy will plow so, but that means I get a plow. I get a plow action. And I probably don't get to sow as well, but this is going to be a 9-point wealthy man. Better than... it's as good as Braggart right now. However, this feels much less cheap because this is a much... this takes more skill. More skill. Much more skill. Finally get my fireplace. Finally! So if my last action could be plow, then my first action next round could be sow bake. Yeah, Runestone was a bust. DoeAcademy playing Wealthy Man here. Finally. Big Wealthy Man, 9 points. Very nice. Very nice. What am I taking here? 4 read? Sure. So then we'll eat 2 reed for 5 food. We have a food here. And then we'll eat 2 sheep. Two R2H feed 9. So I have 5 actions in the last round. Some of them might not be very good. Since looks like I'm going to run out of points. If I get a sow action with my second move, if I get sow bake, I will have good stuff to do. Because if I get sow bake, that means I can play Diligent Farmer, which is another 3-point move that I'd be adding to my arsenal. Fencing is contested. That's a good thing to keep in mind. Multiple players want to fence. Actually, maruskaK is going to fence here, I'm sure. And then he can get Rent Keeper, gets him a wood to pay for barn in the last round. Yeah. So fencing's not really that contested. I guess awlego and DoeAcademy are competing for fencing. The joinery is still available as compensation for whoever misses out on it. DoeAcademy have 5 family members? Why are they feeding 8 with a... Where's the clay coming from? Or they're just announcing they're eating a clay. So I get 3 extra fields because of my 6 cattle. So let's see if I get sow bake back. I probably will. Well, hard to say. maruskaK does like sow bake with all their crops. But they also like Reno fence, which they might try to set up Reno fence. I'm not sure. Maybe maybe decides he needs food. Could take 2 sheep. I don't know. Sow bake's a pretty good move. He has uncontested family growth. Oh, actually no, because DoeAcademy could family growth. We'll see. This has been a weird game. Very weird game. Yeah, it does so big. Okay, so no diligent farmer for me. Man, this is, yeah. Well, I'll take 2 boar, I guess. 2 boar is something. So at the end of the game, I eat 2 sheep. I eat 2 sheep. I eat a boar. That's 6. DoeAcademy played diplomat. Okay, to get access to plowing, or to get access to fencing, probably. Or I should show diplomat. So yeah, I'm eating a boar and then a cattle for another 5 food. I breed the cattle back, sure. Yep, that looks fine. So then I can take reedstone food as a point. I can take reed as a point. I can take vegetable as a point. If I play Candy Room before Reedstone Food, then I get an extra point off of the Reedstone Food action. But it's still just 1 point, so whatever. Is there any way to make executive or diligent farmer work? No. No, not without getting a sow. Yeah, 3 empty spaces feels bad. Oh, Reeve. I totally forgot about Reeve. awlego just played Conjurer. awlego should have bought the grain and vegetable here, because you can just eat the vegetable to get it back. But this works. I get the Reeve bonus, so I actually totally forgot about Reeve. Pretty happy with how Pioneer got me fencing in round 4. That was good. But then Family Growth round 5 was horrendously bad. because I was going to start player bonus room into family growth at some point around that time either way. Because the executive boar is always going to get me my first family growth in this game. With how many rooms everyone built. Although I guess everyone wouldn't have built so many rooms if they didn't have a good reason to. But anyways, I'll redstone food here. So I get a point from Runestone. I get 3 points from Reeve. And I'll take a read here. Yeah, didn't have much to do at the end of the game. So whatever I score plus 4. 46. DoeAcademy scored 52. Good. Oh, maruskaK scored 52. DoeAcademy is lower. Yeah, I don't like when people are like, oh, everyone else is doing so good. Like, maruskaK obviously had a huge lead, and I said as much in the chat, and he was like, oh, sure, yeah, I have a big lead compared to you. And I'm like, I score 40, like, I'm 6 points behind, you know. Like, I wonder if a 5-room stone house with 5 fields is going to do well. Well, unfortunately, our losing streak continues. Yeah, round 5 family growth was bad. Also, the fact that I had to take 2 wood a couple times in stage 1. That was also bad because I should have taken clay instead of taking 2 wood. But getting the 12 fences was just too appealing. It was just way too appealing in round 4. Once I knew that fencing was round 4 for sure. I'm actually pretty happy with Pioneer. The fact that Master Renovator wasn't useful is unfortunate, although I did need the improvement actions. But Master Renovator plus Resource Gatherer, like in this game, Resource Gatherer for 4 clay, a reed, and 4 wood would have been massive. It would have let me build stables, which would have let me hold more animals. You know, it would have let me get my fireplace out sooner, which would have saved me actions on taking food. Yeah. Oh well, that happens sometimes. Yeah, so DoeAcademy saying that awlego spending all that wood was really bad for him. It was, yep. Because awlego built 6 wood rooms and then only fenced, 1 pasture. Yeah, and spending all that wood on trees for the citizens. awlego's going to score like 30 in the 30s, and that's a problem. So it's a sign, obviously, that game did not go off well. And then you look at DoeAcademy. DoeAcademy needs like 3 more wood really badly. And if they get wood earlier, then they also can take animals. Like, the big thing that helps maruskaK win is they fill their farm really easily without using much wood. Getting all these fields without wood is massive. And the good friend for 3 wood was really good. The punter and harrow combination was really good. Barn to fill up your farm easily. Yeah, maruskaK had a massive game. Big advantage. I did say as much. awlego ends up with 42, so it's something, but still last. But yeah, that's a sign that this didn't go off the way that it could have. Like, they could have, with sailboat constructor, they could have built the joinery. maruskaK hits 52. So yeah, we're behind maruskaK. The ridiculous thing is, if we get a sow action, so sow action is 2 points, which is just as good as taking the board basically, and then I have an option of playing a 3-point diligent farmer instead of a 1-point diligent farmer, or a 1-point, read action or whatever. Yeah, very unfortunate. This is a game that even family growth coming around 6 instead of round 5 would have been way better for me. Yeah. Or the other thing, so that family growth, and then also the fact that DoeAcademy took food or clay as aggressively as they did, that was really bad for me. That was really bad for me, because then instead of getting the fireplace and eating the sheep that I grabbed, I'm having to continually take reed. And the thing is, instead of taking reed from my pioneer, I could have been taking stone, which would have set me up to build a stone room like I was planning. Like I was initially planning a 5-room stone house. 1 more hard build plus 1 with diligent farmer. Like it could have been quite good. But yeah. maruskaK was way ahead, so that happens. Take a quick look at the draft. Three, 4, 0, 0, 5, 9. So first pick diligent farmer. Treasure hunter's power is a bit higher, but this pack was unlucky to open. Nothing drafted below 3.2. Yeah, that's too bad. But Benefactor is a solid card. Can't complain about getting Benefactor. Very solid card. Then I took Master Renovator here, which the power is quite low. Over Green Grocer, Braidmaker, Polymorph, all rated higher. Wood Distributors even rated higher. Could have even taken Outrider. And then Pioneer plus Outrider is a thing. Wealthy Man. Power 1.1. Its power is quite low, but it can do some cool stuff. I mean, it's worth a lot of points, but you do have to give up a lot for it. You have to give up a lot. You have to pass good miners. Yeah. Cowboy and Mother. Getting Cowboy and Mother was really good. That did a lot for my game. Then I first picked Runestone ahead of Trees for the Citizens. Looks like it's about equal. Bonus Room. Drafted almost more than a position fuller, but like half a power lower. I don't know. Heavy Plow. Heavy Plow is great. More Pond is great. Candy Room over Lettuce Patch. Yeah, I did not end up playing Candy Room. Should have just gone for Lettuce Patch. Executive Board Servant was actually quite nice. Let's look at, I've never played with awlego before. Let's see how they did. So first picked Reeve and passed Rent Keeper. Rent Keeper's power stats are worse than I would have expected. Yeah, maybe you take Rent Keeper thinking that Brushwood Collector might come back. But Reeve is perfectly defensible. It's a good card. And then took Carpenter here. Treasure Hunter is pretty good. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. Hard to say. I probably would not have thought Treasure Hunter's power was that much higher than Carpenter's, to be fair. Sailboat Constructor is great. Great card. I always like playing. I always like taking it. Wood distributor here seems like a mistake. Although with sailboat constructor and carpenter, maybe it's better because like, oh, you know, a reed and 2 wood is a pretty good action. For example, with carpenter. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would have taken. And the brushwood collector seems fine. Graduate seems fine. Seems fine. So axe over guest room. Maruska was talking about that. You already have carpenter. You don't really have any sources of food, and you want to play Reeve. So yeah, I think I understand this. Axe over guest room. Then second pick trees for the citizens. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, the draft looks like it was fine. It was more the playing part that I think kind of... It wasn't... I guess he didn't negatively impact me all that much. It was more that... Because his draft is totally defensible. It's not like he fed Maruska at all. Maruska just had a pretty nice game. So first pick Well Builder. So Maruska's first pick wasn't that good either. But yeah, Rent Keeper, nice card for sure. And took Water Carrier third. Oof. I might have gambled. You probably should have gambled that Water Carrier was going to come back. Especially since you first picked Well Builder. Then Good Friend was great for them. Outrider here is interesting. Yeah, Barn is great. Guest room is great. Then Punter. Punter plus Harrow. Where was the Harrow? You got Harrow fourth. Wow, so you just kind of speculated on Punter. And then got Harrow immediately. Pretty good. Good combo. Okay. Well, that's all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. Oh, people are talking. Rent Keeper needs some experience and slightly different playstyle than usual, in my opinion. So a Rotterdam plow before taking Punter. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of plows. Like Heavy Plow was in the game, obviously. You know, there were a lot of plows. So, you know, Punter's nice. Nice card. Yeah, that's going to be all for me. I will stream tomorrow. More around my usual time. So, so that's going to be it for me. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'll stream tomorrow. So look for me then.